Hello students, welcome to my channel Engineers Academy. Let's solve this particular problem from the friction topic, right? So in this problem it is said that the force P is applied to the 200 kg block A which rests atop the 100 kg crate. The system is at rest when P is first applied. Determine what happens to each body if P equals to 600 Newton. We have three conditions and we have to determine that whether both the bodies are stationary, whether body A is moving or not, or body B is moving or not. If P is equal to 600 Newton, P is equal to 800 Newton and P is equal to 1200 Newton, right? So we have to find the condition of body A and body B for each case, right? So first of all, what we will do is that we will draw the free body diagram, right? And we will consider each body as a separate body, right? So let's say that so let's say this is body A. So here we have that force P, right? This is that force P, and its weight will be acting vertically downward, right? This will be its weight, which will be acting vertically downward, and the weight of this 200 kg block, this is that block A. So 200 into 9.81 is 1962 Newton, right? So this is the weight of body A, and similarly this body B, this block B will apply the normal force, right? The surface of this body B will apply the normal force which will be acting vertically upward, right? So this will be the normal force. So let me write that this is the normal force on body A, right? And similarly, if we apply the force P in this direction, so if this body will move, so there will be a friction, and let's say that that friction is acting in this direction. Let's say that this is the direction of friction, and let's say that this is the friction applied on body A, right? So this is friction of A. Similarly, if we consider this body B or that crate B, right? If we consider the free body diagram of that crate B, so we will have that same normal force will be applied on this block B in the downward direction, right? So as a reaction, this block B will apply the same normal force. This body B, this crate B will apply NA force on this block A in the upper direction. So that block A will apply the same NA force on this body B in the downward direction, right? So we will have that same NA force which will be acting vertically downward. So let me write that this is that NA, same NA force. And similarly, if this block A will move towards the right, so there will be a friction FA force on this block A in towards the left. So as a reaction, there will be a friction force on this block B towards the right, right? So this will be that same FA friction, but the direction of that FA on this block B will be in the other direction, right? That is towards the right, right? So this FA is towards the left. So the same FA friction force will be applied on this block B in the opposite direction, that is towards the right. Similarly, this surface will apply the reaction force, the normal force on this crate B, which will be acting vertically upward, and let's say that that normal force is NB, right? And similarly, this crate B has its own weight as well, that is 100 kg mass, so its weight will be acting vertically downward, right? So let me write that this is the weight of that block B, which is also acting vertically downward. So that weight is 100 times 9.81, so that is 981 newtons, right? So now if we draw the equilibrium condition for both bodies, right? So I will write for body A first and then for body B, right? So now for body A, if we apply the summation of forces along x equals to 0, right? One force I forgot for crate B is that this surface will also offer some friction. So let's assume that this surface is applying a friction on this body B in this direction. Let's say that this is the friction of body B. So let's say this is FB, right? So now if we apply the summation of forces along x for body A, so now as we can see that this P force is acting in the positive x direction if this is my positive x and y direction, right? So we will have plus p minus this fa, right? So p minus fa, this is equal to 0, or from this we can write that fa is equal to p force. Whatever p force is, the friction force of body A will be equal to the p force. So let's say that this is equation 1, right? And now if we apply the summation of forces along y equals to 0 for body A, so NA is acting in the positive y direction, so I will write NA minus the weight, which is 1962. So I will write 1962 and this will be equal to 0. So the normal force applied on that block A will be equal to the weight of that block A. This is 1962 newtons, right? Similarly, if I write for body B or for crate B, right? So if I apply the summation of forces along x equals to 0, so now as we can see that this Fa is acting in the positive x direction, so I will write Fa minus this Fb. This is acting in the negative x direction, so I will write minus Fb. So this is equal to 0. So from this we can write that the friction of B will be equal to the same friction, that is Fa, right? So Fb is equal to Fa. Let's say this is equation 2. And similarly, if we apply the summation of forces along y equals to 0, so now as we can see that this Nb is acting in the positive y direction, so I will write Nb, and this Na is acting vertically downward, right? So I will write minus Na, and the weight is also acting downward, that is this red arrow is 981 Newton, Na is this black arrow, right? So I will write minus 981 and this is equal to 0. So we can write that Nb is equal to Na plus 981, and Na is known, which is 1962. So I will write that this is 1962. So 1962 plus 981, 1962 plus 981. So this is the 2943 Newton, 2943 Newtons. So this surface is applying 2943 Newton force on this crate B, right? So this is the normal force on that crate B. So now we will consider these three cases, right? So let's say that for case A, when P is equal to 600 Newton, right? So again I will write body A. For body A, so if I put this P equal to 600 Newton in this equation 1, so this means that Fa is equal to 600 Newton, right? The friction force on that block A will be equal to 600 Newton, right? And similarly, as we know that Na is equal to this much, so if you want to find the maximum friction on that block A, right? So the maximum Fa maximum will be equal to mu s and A, right? So mu s is 0.5 for block A, right? This crate B surface can provide the coefficient of friction equals to 0.5, right? So this will be Fa max will be 0.5 into Na, which is 1962. So 0.5 into 1962. So this gives us 1981 newtons, right? So this is 981 newtons. So as we can see that this Fa is less than Fa max. This is less than Fa max. So this means that body A is at rest since the friction force is less than Fa max. If the friction force was greater than this F max, so then that would result in the kinetic friction. That will mean that the assumption, this assumption will not be accurate then, right? So if Fa is less than Fa max, so this means that the body A, block A is in equilibrium, that is in static equilibrium. So in other words, that means that body A is at rest, right? So now from this we conclude that for part A, when P is equal to 600 Newton, conclusion is that body A is at rest. Similarly, for body B, we will check for body B as well, for crate B. From equation 2 we can see that Fb equals to Fa, and according to P equals to 600 Newton, Fa is 600. right? So this means that FB is equal to 600 Newton. And similarly, if you want to find FB max to decide whether FB grade B is stationary or not, so we have to find FB max. So FB max will be equal to mu S and B. And mu S, we will use this mu S, right? So mu S for block B is 0.25. So this is 0.25 into NB, and NB is 2943. So I will multiply this with 2943. So 0.25 into 2943. So this is 735.75. 735.75. So again, as we can see that FB, which is 600 Newton, is less than FB max. So again, this means that block B is also in static equilibrium. So in other words, we can write that when P is equal to 600 Newton, body B or crate B is also at rest. Right? So for part A, both block A and crate B both are at rest. Now for case B, P equals to 800 Newton, right? So for case B, P equals to 800 Newton, right? So again, FA is equal to P for body A, right? So FA equals to 800 Newton. And again, if we find FA max, so FA max is equal to mu S n, and mu S is 0.5 and n is constant 1962. So 0.5 into 1962 is 981 newtons, right? So again, we can compare that FA is less than FA max. So if this is the case, so this means that body A is in static equilibrium, right? The assumption is accurate. This is the assumption, right? That the assumption is accurate. So we can write that body A is not moving relative to body B. So there is no relative motion between body A and body B if P is equal to 800 Newton, right? Similarly, for body B, we can write that FB is equal to FA, right? So FB equals to FA, and FA is 800 Newton. And again, we can find FB max. So FB max is mu S and B, right? And mu S is 0.25, right? So I will write this as 0.25 times 2943, right? So this gives us 0.25 and 29, 735.75. So this is 735.75. So now again we can see that FB is greater than FB max. So this means that body B is not in static equilibrium, it's moving, right? And since FB is 800 Newton and we got plus 800 Newton, so this means that FB is acting towards the left. So this means that block B or crate B is moving towards right. So I will write that body B is moving towards right. Right, so this means that body B is moving towards right, but body A is stationary relative to body B, right? But body A will move along with body B, right? And now if you want to find the friction between crate B and the surface and this surface, so then we will write that FB, this FB value is not accurate since we got this value by using the assumption that the body B is in static equilibrium, but it is not in static equilibrium, it is moving. So then we will write that FB is equal to mu K and B. So mu K for body B is 0.15. So I will write 0.15 into NB, which is 2943, right? So 0.15 into 2943. So this is 441.45. 441.45 newtons, right? So if P is equal to 800 Newton, so body A is at rest relative to body B, but body B is moving towards right, and FB is 441.45 and the direction of FB is towards left. Now for case C, P is equal to 1200 Newton, right? This is 1200 Newton. So now if P is equal to 1200 Newton, so according to equation A, FA is equal to P, so this means that FA is equal to 1200 Newton, right? And again FA max will remain the same, right, since mu s and A is constant, right? So now we can see that FA is greater than FA max. FA is greater than FA max. So this means that body A is moving, right? So body A is moving and it is moving towards the right, since FA is equal to 1200 Newton and the assumed direction of FA is towards the left, and we got plus 1200 Newton, right? So this means that the assumed direction of FA is accurate. So this means that body A is moving towards right, right? So if body A is moving towards right, so then this FA value we got from the static equilibrium condition, so this is not accurate, right? So then FA will be equal to mu K and A, right? And mu K for body A is 0.3. So now we will write that this is 0.3 times NA, which is 1962. So 1962. So this is 588.6. So now FA is 588.6 newtons. So now when P is equal to 1200 Newton, body A is moving towards right, and the friction between body A and crate B is 588.6, right? And now according to this equation 2, FB will be equal to FA. So this means that FB is equal to FA, and FA is 588.6. So now I will write that this is 588.6 Newton, right? And FB max will remain the same, that is 735.75, since A and B is constant, right? So now this means that FB is less than FB max, right? So this means that body B is stationary, not moving, right? Body B is at rest, right? So if body B is at rest, then the friction between body B and the surface is 588.6 Newton, right? And only body A is moving on the top of crate B for case C.